Log on to NASCAR.com for your online source to America's hottest racing circuit. All the news, results, and a real-time look at the point standings before and after each race. Plus, audio wrap-ups and a special cyber chat with some of NASCAR's biggest stars. Hey, we like that. NASCAR.com, the official site of the National Association for Stock Car Auto Racing. NBC Sports in Homestead, Florida, at the Homestead-Miami Speedway, where the inaugural running of the NASCAR Winston Cup Series Pennzoil 400 is getting down to its final moments. It is Tony Stewart, the race leader, one of the most successful rookie drivers in the history of the NASCAR Winston Cup season. Here's a comparison of Stewart's performance in '99 against some pretty familiar names as far as success in the sport back in their rookie seasons.
One of the things I appreciate about Tony is when you think back to him, his parents really never gave him anything. He earned everything he had. Didn't come from a lot of money, and great parents that followed him and everything, encouraged him, but he earned everything he did driving a race car. Worked his way up. People said, hey, come and drive my car because you're good. And I did the same thing.
Yeah, there you go. 28-year-old from Rushville, Indiana, is Tony Stewart. 2 wins in his rookie season so far. He has been the top rookie in 30 of the 32 races this season. The big upcoming event for Stewart at the conclusion of this racing season, he is about to tie the knot and get married, as is his crew chief, Greg Zipadelli. So a lot of nuptials about to happen here in the Joe Gibbs Racing Shop.
Getting it all done after the season, if you notice.
Well, you have to schedule those things out that way, don't you? I don't think the coach would give them the time off of work to go on the honeymoon.
They'd be in trouble if they had a rain date. They'd run a week longer, wouldn't they?
Don't let a honeymoon interfere with good racing here.
I got to make a quick joke of that, and my wife will appreciate this. When I got married, Carla and I have been married for 20 years. My brother Rusty made a toast. I got a picture from him. He goes, "May this marriage never interfere with my brother's racing." And let me tell you, it wasn't the most pleasant sight on her face when he said that.
I would think not, no. 30 laps to go in this one now. Stewart has opened up a 1.3-second lead on Bobby Labonte. Jeff Burton is 2.8 seconds back in 3rd position. There you see Stewart closing in on the Terry Labonte car, running back in 32nd position. Terry running 4 laps down to the race leader and about to be put 5 when Stewart catches up and goes on by him. The big question still to come: when will the final green flag stops for the leaders happen? Will we get a caution somewhere in here to bring everybody onto pit road at the same time? All of that still to play out over these final 30 laps. Tony Stewart and his sponsor Home Depot, despite all of their on-track successes of 1999, have had some off-track successes as well. Tony and the company involved in the Habitat for Humanity program. And there's Tony at work on a house in the Charlotte area, along with Coach Gibbs and the couple who will inhabit the house when it is done. A worthwhile project, a terrific effort by Joe and Tony and Home Depot.
We had one rule: no power tools for you, Tony. I don't want you getting hurt. I think he's going to hurt himself with that hammer, to tell you the truth. That left hand out there wailing away.
It always comes back to that with you, doesn't it? Don't get hurt off the racetrack. Give us your best on the track. 28 to go. As Stewart continues motoring around, he'll put a lap here on Joe Nemechek, the 22nd place car. That'll put Nemechek 3 laps down now as Stewart goes on by him. Story of this race so far: only 1 caution flag in the event. It has been a green flag affair throughout the afternoon, despite our fears at the start of the day that we might have a wreck fest. As difficult as this racetrack, and in particular Turn 4, have been throughout the weekend, it's been an exceptionally clean race so far. The only caution flag for Ricky Rudd's blown engine at lap number 186. There's Stewart to the inside of Bill Elliott. Elliott running in 28th position. He goes 3 laps down. Michael Waltrip bounced off the wall in Turn 2 after what we suspect was a flat tire earlier in the event. He is back in 36th position, and he goes 6 laps down. Now beginning to see some of the final pit stops here. Kenny Wallace is in, 26 to go, and we saw him take right side tires. You were speculating on that earlier, Mike.
What you're seeing, though, it's 26 laps to go. We were talking in a 10 lap to go situation. Kenny's stopping early, thinks he can make up some time on the field with fresher tires. You know, he's going to go out there. He needs fuel anyway. They played this out at Loudon, and it worked out well for him there. Everybody's going to stop. They can make up another half-second a lap on the guys that are running out there with older tires. Smart move.
Here's Dale Earnhardt waving at Kyle Petty as they race for the 7th and 8th spots, saying, "Go on, Kyle. Come on by."
You seen that move? He knew what was going on, but told Kyle to get to the bottom, go on by him. He'll race with him, and Now they got jammed up getting off the corner here.
Yeah, that's close. Just about gets into the back bumper, but they get away clean. Kyle Petty now taking over the 7th position. Do you know he's already had 4 7th-place finishes in 1999, and those have been his best runs of the season. He could get a 5th one today if he can hold this position through the end of the race.
Well, you can see Dale Earnhardt's car in that past picture there, which just would not handle at all. You know, there's a picture of Tony Stewart. We were talking about the office. That's the driver's area. A little area we're looking at right up in this area here. You'll see this hose. That's an air cooling hose that runs down to a NACA duct, which is a NACA duct, draws air in, and there's a heat exchanger. Basically takes the hot air from outside, turns it a little colder. Some NASA development. And that's running down in Tony's chest area. That's what he's trying to combat this heat that's inside the cars with. Today, you know, it's, as I said earlier, it's about 40 to 50 degrees hotter inside the car. That's the way the drivers combat it.
Bobby Labonte has dived into the pit lane. Bobby Labonte in, 24 laps to go. Much earlier than we suspected we might see him. We got the report that they were planning on pitting at 10 laps to go earlier, but here's Bobby in with 24 to go. Maybe just feeling like his car's handling had given up too much.
He might be saying, Mike, hey, let's put 2 tires on here because I might have a chance to run them down. Without that, if I wait for a splash of gas, I'm not going to.
Let's go to Marty Snyder.
What he actually said was, this is the only way we're going to beat our teammate Tony Stewart because we need those right side tires, just like Kenny Wallace took. It's going to be fuel and right side tires. 8.7 for second stop for Bobby Labonte.
So Bobby makes the first move among the leaders to the pit lane and heads back up onto the speedway.
What you see, Dave, Bobby Labonte has just forced everybody else's hand. Kenny Wallace started. Bobby Labonte has forced all the leaders. They're all going to short pit now. I really doubt if you're going to see them run to the very end and just splash and go.
Okay, we'll find out here over the next several laps. 22 laps to go here. Stewart leading Jeff Burton, watching Tony Stewart to see if he comes onto the pit lane. And as he motors on around, he'll bypass it this time by as he comes up off of turn 4 to the start-finish line and complete another lap. There's Stewart on the speedway. Jeff Burton is now the 2nd place car. Mark Martin is up to 3rd.